I know how much you love contests, so I have a huge surprise for you because Halloween is getting closer. You have to create a magical creature, but try to keep the Halloween spirit by using pumpkins, ravens, bats, rats, scarecrows, spiders, and so on. Let's recap a bit the rules for this contest. Because I love fantasy and also because Halloween is getting closer, you have to create a magical creature. You can combine a few photos of different animals to create a unique one, for example, or any idea that you think it might work. And of course, keep the Halloween theme. You can use any assets that you want and keep the 4:5 Instagram ratio. One submission is allowed, so give your best in creating it, and when you finish it, post it on Instagram, use the hashtag Mr23Highon and follow me, Mr23Design, and also HighOn Canada. The deadline for this contest is October 28 and the first place will get a Huion HS610 thanks to our friends from HighOn who are sponsoring this contest. To help you in creating your own artwork for this contest, in today's video I'm going to show you how I created my design, but it will be really fast, and if you want more technical details you should watch my previous videos because there I repeat the same steps all the time. Also in this video I'll be making a short review on this tablet HighOn Canvas 13, and be sure not to miss it because it is an awesome display tablet. I created a background by combining two pictures, this one and this one. After I added a mask, I adjusted the colors so they can match better together. Then after I darken up everything, I manually drew a really creepy dude here. Here on top I have added some bats. I adjusted the colors so they have a much bluish tone, and because I wanted some glows in the middle, I have added by using color dodge those rays and this glow behind the rocks. I have added some branches on the right side because I felt that it needs more there, and then I adjusted the colors and I added more branches and the same adjusted the colors. Then for this dude, when you see this picture, this image with the deer or the stag, you would think that is just one picture, but in reality I combined two pictures to end up with this result. Let's see how I did that. So initially I started with this really cute stag or deer, and it was too cute and I wanted more. So I found this picture also with this screaming deer. So I selected the first one, then separated the horns into a new layer and added a mask, and then I placed the other deer's head on top of the original one. And the same, I added a mask, and from now on I just needed to adjust the colors so they can match better together. After I did that, it was ready to be imported into my artwork. After I created a deer was to adjust the deer colors and shadows and highlights with the rest of the image. After I will add the rider or the witch, I'm going to adjust more the colors and the shadows. Recently the awesome team from HighOn have sent me their HighOn Canvas 13 to test it out and share my thoughts about it with you. Since this is my very first pen display tablet, this will be a really interesting experience for me. HighOn are very well known for their top quality graphics tablets. Since I only used pen tablets so far, it was a bit odd at the beginning, but I got used to it really fast, and the fact that it has a screen helped me to be more precise when I drew the highlights and other elements that required precision. The anti-glare protection is great in reducing reflections. Another great thing about it, besides the solid and thin build, is the side keys. The PenTech 3.0 that comes with the tablet feels really nice in the hand, and it enhances the drawing experience with it. The only habit that I could not give up was the keyboard. I have my own shortcuts and I've always felt the need to use it, even if now isn't that necessary because now I have the physical keys on the tablet and I just need to get used in using them instead of the keyboard keys. But the most awesome stuff that happened after I started to use this display tablet is that it made me to try more digital painting rather than photo manipulation, because it's more natural when using a display to draw things on the screen. In creating this witch, this rider, I went even further with the Frankensteining. It's alive! And I used photos from 4 or 5 women to create this final result. Let's see how. Everything started with this picture and I selected only the cape, but my character needed a face. So I found this really lovely lady and I have masked the head and a bit of the cape. And then I place her here, and after some while I decided to change the face also, and I found this really lovely picture and I used this head or this face. I used that picture and I have added a mask, and now I just needed some hands. If you love my content so far, please subscribe to this channel, and if you want to support me more, become a member of this channel by pressing that join button underneath this video. For her right arm, I found this really cool photo of another rider, and I have selected this hand. I used that picture here, and as I said, I just used that hand. For the other hand, I found this picture, and of course I have selected her left arm, and now I place that arm here. Then I adjusted the colors and changed the color of the cape and also made everything darker. Then on her face I wanted to have more hair, so I manually drew this hair. If you don't know how to do that, I have a dedicated tutorial on how to paint the hair with a mouse and also with a pen tablet. And her face was too clean, so I needed to have a more interesting face, so I manually drew this makeup, this mask, and now she is ready to go also. I added some shadows underneath her body, and then the usual stuff by adding the shadows, the highlights and the rim lights. And then I needed her to hold something in her hand, and in the same time I used that opportunity to have another light source in this area. So I used this lamp, but she needed to hold that lamp somehow, and I found this really cool picture with this rusty chain, and I used a part of this chain into the lamp's part, so she looks like she is holding the lamp by using a chain. And I used the puppet warp to warp a bit the chain. So I did that a few times and I created those shapes of the chain, and then just adjusted their colors to match the rest of the image. Alright, and now she looks like she is holding that lamp in her hand, and as I said, I took that opportunity to create another light source, another color, my artwork. Then on the ground I made some reflections using two layers, one set on screen and the other one set on overlay. Last year I created a really interesting tutorial on how to create a face to a pumpkin, so you should watch that because I explained there step by step, and I followed exactly the same steps to create this year pumpkin. Then I found a really nice picture of a raven, and I used this raven to sit on the top of my pumpkin. And to this raven, the usual stuff, adding a shadow and then match his colors with the rest of the image. I don't know if you notice in the beginning of this video when you look at the final image, but here on the right side I have used a spider and also a spider web, and my image is more creepy now with that spider on that corner. And of course, like most of my artworks, I added some magic glow on the deer's horns and also coming out from the mouth and the eyes. You should watch this tutorial if you want to learn this type of glow. Then I screenshot everything by pressing Ctrl Shift and I, right click, convert to a smart object, go to filter, choose camera raw filter. You can use my settings from basic, detail, color mixer, effects, and also from calibration, or you can use your own custom settings. The first artist that I nominate for my Mr. 23 review is Steamlight with this entry for Benny's contest. I wish him good luck in the contest because this entry is really good. The second artist that I chose for my Mr. 23 review is Chronix 9870 with this artwork, and I really love the color that he used and the cyberpunk feel to the entire artwork. And the last artist is Jen the Art with this incredible artwork. He used only a few shades of gray and the red color, and the result is amazing. I didn't really expect this style, and I must say I never tried, but it looks great, so I will give it a try in the future. If you want to have your artworks featured in my videos, use the hashtag Mr20treview whenever you post your work on Instagram. That was it for today. I'm really excited to see your entries for this contest, so good luck everyone. I am Mr23. See you next time.